Wednesday, April 15th. We've got 2 days left until the regular season's over, but let's see what happened last night. I'm reeling over the Suns shit in the bed, man, to get into the playoffs. Now we got to do the final play-in game against the winner of Golden State and the Clippers. So I'm sure we'll probably lose out and not even make the playoffs, which might be the best case because I don't want to see us lose by 50 in 4 straight games to this Thunder. So anyway, we had quite a few games yesterday, only 3 or 4 of which meant anything at all, but we'll kick it off. So first and foremost, Devils traveled to Boston to play the Bruins. This had some meaning because watch yesterday's video, you know that these two teams can flip-flop. They have both clinched. Every team that's in has clinched, but the Bruins can fall to the 8 or say the 7th seed. And the Bruins were able to take care of business 4-0. So Hurricanes Islanders game meant absolutely nothing. Hurricanes got a 2-1 victory. Flyers Canadians. Again, Flyers. See, Canadians are trying to get second place in the Atlantic, so that's one thing. The Flyers are locked in where they're at. So no meaning for Philadelphia, but the Canadians ended up falling 4-2 in Philly, so that kind of favors maybe Tampa getting that second spot and hosting the Canadians in the first round, but we'll see. Capitals Blue Jackets, the two teams most recently eliminated from the Eastern Conference wild card, played each other. We had a little bit of money on the Capitals. I figured they'd come out and play strong. They honestly didn't. We watched the game at my favorite tiki bar. I know. It's a good time. Yeah, Washington looked horrible. Somehow they got a goal on a breakaway and tied it at 1, but like they just couldn't possess the puck, couldn't do anything. They ended up getting a 2-1 win, so crazy. They got outplayed, but they won. The Wild and the Ducks. So a little bit here, as we know, the Pacific Division, primarily these 4 teams. So those 3 teams and this team here, the Kings, that can all change around. So the Ducks actually ended up getting another loss. They've kind of fallen from grace. They were leading the division for 2 or 3 weeks there straight, and then they decided to lose a bunch of games. Fortunately for them, they clinched a playoff spot, but they kind of opened the door for the Kings, which they also play tonight. We'll get to that. But yeah, Wild 3, Ducks 2 in regulation. No points for the Ducks. Mammoth Jets, game is meaningless. Mammoth won 5-3. Jets are eliminated. Nobody cares. Avalanche and Flames. That was part of the parlay as well. Just seemed like an easy thing to bet on. Avalanche got a 3-1 victory. Penguins and Blues, another game with zero meaning. Blues ended up getting a 7-5 victory in regulation. And then the Kings and the Canucks. So earlier in the evening, Ducks lose in regulation, get 0 points. What does that mean? The Kings can get 2 points and maybe close the gap, end up over here as a 3 seed instead of having to play like, I don't know, the Colorado Avalanche, the Vegas Golden Knights, or whoever in the first round. Nope. Lost to the worst team in hockey, Vancouver Canucks, 4-3 in overtime. They do get a point, so we'll see if they're able to tie things up or get close enough. A lot of teams are probably getting close to playing their final game. I wonder if any teams have already played their 82nd game. Let's look at the standings. Many teams have. Let's just go over a list of teams that have already played all 82 games. Montreal, Boston, Pittsburgh, Philly, Washington, Columbus, New York Islanders, New Jersey, Carolina, Pittsburgh, if I didn't say that, Minnesota. So a bunch of teams out west still have to play, and there's a few teams that have only played 80. Seattle, San Jose, both eliminated, doesn't matter. And those are the only 2. Okay. So check out the wild card here. Nothing changing in the West. Colorado, Dallas, Minnesota. 119, 110, 104. They're locked in. That's pretty much how that's going to be. Not pretty much. That is what it is. Pacific Division. Got Vegas 93, Edmonton 91, Anaheim 90, LA also 90. So LA still has a chance. They did get that point. It would have been nice if they could have won that game in overtime against Warsaw Hockey, but what can you do? Over here in the wild card, we have Utah with 92, LA, excuse me, no edits here. Utah 92, LA 90, Nashville, every team's eliminated. It don't matter. 86, 84, 84, 82, 79, Calgary 75, Chicago 70, Vancouver 58, and a 3-game winning streak for the fucking Canucks. Sorry, that's the trash truck. And the Eastern Wild Card, I'm sorry, we haven't even talked about the divisions. Buffalo, Atlantic Division champions. That's not going to change. They're set in stone right here. They're going to play against, we'll get to it. All right. Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has locked up the second seed. Montreal needed to win yesterday to give any fight at all. But Montreal finishes the season with 106 points. Tampa Bay already has 106 points and more regulation wins. So win or lose in their final game, Tampa is the second seed. So they will play each other in the first round of the playoffs. Tampa will have home ice advantage. Games 1-2, I'd have to check. I think it's 2-2, 1-1-1, but I'm not completely sure. Nothing really changing in the... all three of these teams have played 82 games. Carolina and 113. Pittsburgh, 98 points. Philly, 98 points. But Pittsburgh, with 34 regulation wins, has a tiebreaker. So Philly, Pittsburgh will be another matchup. So that's the other East matchup. Pittsburgh obviously will have home ice in that 7-game series. And then in the wild card, we have Boston with 100 points, Ottawa with 97, and obviously every team down here has been eliminated. But 95 points for Washington, not a bad year at all. 92, 92, 91, 87, Florida 82, Toronto 78, and the New York Rangers with 75. So all playoff matchups in the East are set. We have Buffalo, the second seed, my team, is playing against Boston in the first round. Carolina will play against Ottawa. Tampa will play against Montreal. Pittsburgh will play against Philly. So the East is set. In the West, we know for a fact Dallas and Minnesota are playing each other. That's all we know. Because Colorado is going to play the second wildcard team. And that could change. We do know that Colorado will not be playing Utah. Utah is locked in. Utah's locked in as the second wild card. So correct that. Utah and whoever wins the Pacific will play each other. Utah is not going to fall to the second wild card. So they will play the Pacific Division champion, which right now could either be Vegas or it can be Edmonton. It cannot be Anaheim. It cannot be LA. Vegas has a 2-point advantage on the Edmonton Oilers. However, the Oilers have 31 regulation wins, and the Vegas Golden Knights only have 29. So Vegas needs to lose in regulation. Edmonton needs to get a win. So Vegas goes to overtime, division champions. Vegas loses, Edmonton loses, Vegas division champions. Vegas loses in regulation, Edmonton wins in any way, gets 2 points. Edmonton's your division champion. So Utah will play against one of those two teams. LA and Anaheim are tied. Anaheim has 25 regulation wins. LA has 22. So same kind of thing needs to happen. If Anaheim gets a win, it's a wrap. Anaheim will be the 3 seed in the Pacific. If Anaheim loses in regulation and the Golden Knights get any point, they'll obviously pull ahead. You understand how this works. They can't tie. If they tie, Anaheim will get the nod on regulation wins. So, yeah, a lot to be settled still with one game left in the season. We still have no clue what the West could look like. A lot of different things, but we do know Utah will play either Vegas or Edmonton. LA or Anaheim will play against Colorado. And then LA or Anaheim will play against either Vegas or Edmonton. The Pacific Division's a mess. A bunch of horrible teams just fighting. I mean, shit. You look at this, and I don't know if anyone's going to make it this deep into the video, but the Vegas Golden Knights are about a game away from winning the division with 93 points. But Washington is in 11th place in the East. I'm sorry, 9th place in the East. They have 95 points. They're ninth. They're not even in the playoffs. And they had a better year than a potential division champion. Make it make sense, guys. Not only that, but I mean, you go down the list all the way down to the Islanders, who are 12th place. They're 12th place, right? Yeah, 12th place. They have 91 points. The same as the Edmonton Oilers, who have an opportunity to win that division. So it's easy to say that the best teams aren't always represented in the playoffs, unfortunately. But, yep, that's pretty much it. We'll see what we got today for games. And this will be the last video you have of me until the regular season's over. I would like to keep you updated, but I'm going to be out of town again. But this evening, Wednesday, we have the Stars and the Sabres on HBO Max. That's cool. Game means absolutely nothing. Maybe both teams will be resting their guys. Rangers Lightning, game means nothing. Panthers Red Wings, game means nothing. Maple Leafs Senators, game means absolutely nothing. Sharks Blackhawks, doesn't mean anything. 7 p.m. on ESPN Plus, the Las Vegas Golden Knights host the Seattle Kraken. The only meaningful game on the card for the evening. Vegas gets an overtime win, or Vegas gets any point. Overtime loss, shootout loss, or regulation win, or win of any capacity. They are the division champions of the Pacific Division, as I've mentioned 6 times in this video. So that's the only thing. Seattle can play spoiler and maybe beat the Golden Knights in regulation. That would open the door for Edmonton, who plays Thursday against the Canucks. The Canucks have kind of been spoilers in their own way. They've kind of been beating some of these wildcard teams. Even though they're the worst team in hockey, they've been beating up on the Kings and the Ducks and whoever else the last few games. So Thursday, let's go over those games too, since I'm not going to make a video tomorrow. Blues and Mammoth. Game means nothing. Ducks and Preds. So the Ducks, Predators. The Ducks are trying to keep that 3 seed. I don't think they can get up into the 2nd seed. I really would have to look into it. Actually, yeah. No, the Ducks can get as high as the 2nd seed because the Oilers have 91 points. So Ducks plenty to play for. Sharks and Jets meaningless. Kings and Flames. Kings are trying to get into the 3rd seed, so that has a little bit of Kings can finish as high as 2nd also, hosting a playoff series. Oilers, Canucks, as I mentioned, and then Kraken Avalanche means absolutely nothing. So I feel like that's enough rambling from me today. Hopefully some of that makes some sense. We have all 16 teams are locked up. We know that. All the East matchups are set. The West is still kind of a mess. We only have 2 days left. Hopefully we have a few answers today. But with Oilers, Ducks, and I think the Kings all playing on Thursday, things might not figure themselves out until literally the waning moments of the regular season. So that's it for me. It's been a fun regular season. I'll have like a couple things up before the playoffs start that we'll do with the board. Um, but yeah, this is pretty much the last time you're going to see like real standings on this board until we go over the final standings, probably the day before the playoffs start, and we'll do another couple things that are fun. But appreciate the few of you that have watched, and I look forward to fine tuning this next year. Maybe even having a different way of doing this. Like the board's cool, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a camera. Maybe we'll do a little editing. We're a little rough around the edges right now, but it's fun. It's a hobby, and I'm fortunate that I have the opportunity to talk to somebody. A few of you guys watch, so instead of this hockey shit just rattling off in my brain, I get to rattle it out to you guys. So appreciate it. Thanks for the support, and I'll see you guys in a few days.